Hello everybody, my name is Angelic Cipher, and this is another episode of CV's Deciphered. We're covering basics. This time it's going to be torpedo reticles. So what I want to show you with torpedo reticles is essentially how they cone in, how they worked for the best possible dispersion. If I start my attack run, you can see here this line shows of this V versus the line. How that correlates to, most people aren't going to bother really with that that in particular icon, other than to say that this is about where I'm going to be armed at distance away from the ship when I start the attack run. So if I start in my attack run, you can see how everything starts coning in kind of slowly and then all of a sudden snaps in, right? This is my best possible dispersion, so if I were to release here, it would be pretty straight line, right? Again, pretty straight line. If I do the same thing, but I'm turning rather using the A or D keys, it's going to continue to be wide. It's going to be absolutely abysmal dispersion, and I'm going to have a hard time hitting anything with this. Just to kind of give you an idea, you can see how much wider it was than the Curfist, and the Curfist is not a small ship. So we're going to loop around, and I'm actually going to try and hit the Curfist with that kind of a wide dispersion, and you'll see what I mean. So I'm going to start my attack run probably about now. And you can see it's still continuing to be wide. It's still wide. It's still wide. It's still wide. And I'm going to kind of counter turn back. And we're going to drop it right about there. If I'm lucky, I'll get two. Nope. You see that where that's just going wide. And again, Curfist is not a small ship. And I got one. But if I wait for it to cone in better, and slow down a little bit. There we go. Now I'm going to intentionally wait. I'm going to slow down just to give myself a little bit more time and drop them. And you can see they're all going right on target, no issues, right? And they're all going to hit. There we go. Now, I'm going to show you something else with this. The minimum arming distance. So the torpedoes are going to hit the water here. This is where they actually arm, that second line, okay? As things continue to move on me. But this second line is where they arm. This is where they drop. So if I were to drop these, trying to hit something on the other side of an island, like here, right? And I drop them there. They're all going to hit the beach. See? Nothing went anywhere. Did me absolutely zero good, right? You can tell torpedoes are armed because you'll see the death Doritos appear in the water. And in our case, they're green, but if they're coming at you, they're usually red, ergo death Doritos. So if I were to come in here, and I'm going to intentionally get too far in on that line, and drop it here, you will see that they will not arm. They will connect, but they have not armed. So they did nothing. You want to make sure they are outside of that line. I'm going to show you one more time what I'm talking about with outside of that line. So, it has to be within the green section up here. If it's not in that green section, it will not hit. I could drop it as far away as I want from like here. The closer you line up the shot, the more likely it is to hit there, the less likely they are to dodge. That's how the torpedo arming reticles work. I hope this helps. My name is Angelic Cipher, and this was CV's Deciphered.